Welcome to the GMod Transmission Station podcast. With me is Kate Monster and Cheese once again. Say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
How's it going, folks?
Okay, so what has everybody been up to this past couple of weeks?
Just watching the world fall apart.
I've been playing Nazi Zombies.
Yes, we have been playing Call of Duty World War II.
I don't see much of a difference between what you guys were doing and what I was doing.
That's a fair comparison. Except, we definitely need the zombies mode to not be in split screen. That's horrible to have to put up with that. You definitely need the two big screens to know what exactly is going on. Anyway, what is our first thing on the docket? Red Dead Redemption 2 has been pushed back to around October 26th of this year. So at least we have a definitive date for it. And it seems like they're just working on polishing it over and maybe working on multiplayer as well.
There might also be some bugs, seeing as they're bringing it from PlayStation 2 to PS4 age.
Oh no, it's not a
Remaster.
It's not a remaster. Sequel.
It's a sequel.
Wait. I thought they were redoing Red Dead 2, because I remember a bunch of my friends playing Redemption in college.
Yeah, which was on PS3 and Xbox.
Either way around, if they're or if they delayed it so they can fix it and make a good product, I'm completely behind them. I mean,
yeah, I'd rather see.
We've seen some real turds come out that were half-baked. And a lot of them.
Par for the course for the gaming industry as of late. Oh, we'll just patch it.
That quality control issue.
Beings we're on the subject of it going in for polish, do you think with the multiplayer and all the Battle Royale games that are coming out right now, is Red Dead going to have something similar?
I could see them doing it because Rockstar did it with GTA 5. And there's definite give and take to it.
No, they tried doing something along running a gang in Red Dead Redemption 1, taking out outposts and whatnot. Do you think they'll go along with that, or do you think the Battle Royale would suit it better?
I think in today's day and age, they do the Battle Royale stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know why that's the new thing, but it's the new thing.
Apparently we all like a Hunger Games wannabe.
Ah. I don't care as long as they make it one shot, you're dead.
Nah, they probably won't do that.
Like it would be in the old days.
Just die of sepsis or something. Gangrene.
Actually, if it was Derringer or something, it'd be one shot and 2 weeks later you're dead. But if they do both at the same time, I could see it being fun because you could create a co-op or mission strain that it runs down.
Okay. Now this iteration is going to have a new lead, being Arthur Morgan, and it's going to follow John Marston's old gang of the Vanderlyn gang. Now, being this is going to be a prequel / sequel, I wonder if we're going to get any cameos in the form of, like, fan favorite Irish, or maybe the snake oil salesman, or anything like that, or earlier versions of, like, John, or yeah, along that line. This is all just speculation, but if they do go that route, who would you like to see back?
I really like the snake oil salesman.
Of course, and I'd just like to see Irish back. Womanizing at an earlier age and being drunk in an alley somewhere.
Just watch him come
Yeah,
full
just see
circle.
what he was like. It's like, is this your high, or is this your low of your life?
It'd definitely be interesting if it played out like that. Maybe a story mode that follows him when he was young and dumb.
Now we're thinking of DLC for for part-time characters here.
And part-time developers.
Yeah.
And good God. Why ain't I getting paid again? I always do hard work for free. I don't understand it.
Wow. And last point I want to touch on here. Will online mode have more microtransaction? Is that going to be the foregone conclusion? Are we going to be buying iconic weapons or just skins? Or if they do decide to do the microtransaction way that they have been with, like, GTA 5 and whatnot, is the currency going to be dollars, or like what's the word I'm looking for here? Gold nugget, gold dust.
If they do go with microtransactions, I definitely think that they'd do it with, or they'd try doing it sensibly, because Rockstar's kind of followed logic with their transaction schemes.
The Megalodon cards and their
Shark cards.
shark cards, I should say. But that being the case, what would they name the currency for Red Dead Redemption 2?
Bottles or X bottles?
Bottles of gold dust. Okay.
No. See, X bottles would fit because liquor was prohibited. And out in the Old West, liquor carried a bit of influence with it. I mean, you'd be able to trade a horse or a whole mining claim for differing bottles or different qualities and amounts of alcohol.
Now, I could sit here and talk about Red Dead Redemption 2 and all the things that I think are going to go from Red Dead into Red Dead 2, but let's keep this show going.
We're getting right along, huh?
And once again, E3 is upon us shortly. The first tickets are going on sale for about $150 each. After that, it's $250 for the rest. Now, the sale began around February 12th if you want to get your tickets online and get yourself in the door. Anybody buying tickets?
I can't make it to LA. I think they're already sold out.
Probably. Last year was...
I've only got one kidney left. I don't need to sell my liver.
Last year there was, a grand total of like 14,000 tickets available for everybody. Well, not everybody, just for the general...
For the general public.
Yeah.
This is the first time they've been open to the general public.
Second time, actually.
In 2017. Okay.
Yeah, 2018. It's the second year.
It's the second year. Okay. I was reading an article wrong.
Yeah. Now, as usual, E3 is going to take place around June 12th through the 14th. But the major conferences being,
Sony, Ubisoft, EA,
Xbox,
Microsoft,
my bad.
and I think they said no, I don't think Bethesda's gonna have one this year. I know, we saw an article earlier that said, the people who did The Witcher,
CD Projekt Red
is going to be there.
So in other words, the big names are going to be having press conferences earlier in that week.
Yeah, that was my grandpa. Okay. Sorry, guys.
What are big names coming early? Yeah, we already got that, and I already covered tickets. This is more of just
let you know, E3's out there.
E3 still exists.
Still exists, even though people are thinking it's going the way of the dodo. People aren't as hyped as they were in the past.
Well, I can see why. I mean, isn't there not going to be a next generation console?
I doubt that. There'll be always that saying of, oh, well, we're just going to go to PC gaming. Then you always have the market for people who, oh, I don't want to spend $1,200 on a gaming rig. I would rather have a console that is dedicated specifically to play video games. So, there's that. But
instead of a computer that I don't understand.
Exactly. Alright, now what do I need in this one? How am I going to be upsold in the store? I don't need this headache.
Did I put this piece in backwards?
We had to deal with that.
Yeah.
Oh, our PC putting together was a son of a bitch. Excuse my language.
I know, you guys told me. You should have just outsourced it to, sane people. But no,
outsourcing to sane people costs about $60 an hour.
No, I said sane people. No, you outsourced to Kate's cousin.
Yeah.
That wasn't the best either.
You guys might have had better luck if you outsourced to India. I mean, come on.
At least it works, that's all I can say.
It works. It's fine. Deal with it.
Yep. Next up on the docket is something special for cheese. Apparently, the Blood Bowl developer Cyanide is building a new game based on Warhammer 40k Space Hulk.
Yeah, and to me, it sounds like they basically took most of the original one, which was Space Hulk Deathwing, and flipped it over to a turn-based from RTS. Okay. And they just changed the skin on the chapter or the Blood Angels, which it was originally the Dark Angels of the Dark 41st Millennium.
Okay. Now, I was able to dig a little bit into this and found that there's going to be supposedly 2 single-player campaigns as well as an online multiplayer aspect to it.
Yeah, that or the 2 different single-player campaigns actually does sound like attempt to step away from the other one.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean an honest step, not just, instead of RTS, we're going to make it turn-based.
Turn-based, and it seems like you have a certain number of action points to spend.
Yeah, and if you go back in the Dawn of War series for PC, they were all, or the better majority of them, were all RTSs.
Okay.
You had to move at a certain pace in the newer ones in order to not be completely have your skull crushed
Okay,
in.
I gotcha.
Whereas in the original Dawn of War, it was okay, you can spend all the time you want if you can hold out against the hordes coming in at you.
So essentially no time limit, just as long as you can prepare the right way.
Yeah. Whereas as they went up until the end,
I gotcha.
with this new Dawn 3, which that is a kettle all its own.
Okay. There is one last piece that I managed to get from it. They are planning to implement something along the line of what was it? Some number of blah 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 blah, and it's been confirmed the use of cars to customize your squads, etc. Now I know they do this with like what was the one that used it? It was I'm pretty sure it was Call of Duty or something, Rainbow Six or something like that. That used packets in game loot boxes to.
I believe it was The Division.
The Division, thank you, to get better weapons and whatnot as far from drops. Apparently this is going to go along the same as like pimping out your characters, giving them like +5 strength, whatever. I'm just using that as an analogy, but it has been confirmed something along that line is going to happen.
Yeah. And whoever developed Space Wolves for app play did the same thing, and I'm actually having fun with it. I haven't blown any money in microtransactions yet, but hey, there's always tomorrow.
Next up, we have Viz Media bringing a indie program and announcing the first original game. Which is going to be titled The World Next Door. Where am I? Indie program. Viz partnered with a Portland-based studio, aka it's also known as Rose City Games, to launch an indie-focused publishing program. And this game is going to be one of 3 in the pipeline that they have in development. Sorry, brain fart. First name, okay. Developed. Now, key point on this is it's going to be developed by Rose City Games and published by Viz. and it's going to have characters designed by Lord Grice, something along that line. Now, this first title is going to be a narrative-driven game with the main character at the moment with the name of June, a stereotypical rebellious teen girl trapped in a parallel world inhabited by magical creatures. Through, in the words, the title of Supernatural Action Adventure game. Take that for what you will. Maybe the same along the lines of Elysian. Sorry, wrong title there. Dust and Elysian Tale. Maybe a hack and slash element in there as well. All I know is that me and Kate played Dust, and it was
Dust was
along
really
the same
good.
lines. It was good.
I just like the idea of a anime studio getting into the video game market. I mean,
yeah,
a lot of them have video game tie-ins to animes. I've got a Sword Art Online game, which I absolutely love. And it's really good to see more anime-like games.
Okay.
Yeah, it definitely adds some variety to the market, which it's better than just being thrown the same product with a different spin. Obviously.
FIFA, Madden, we're looking at you, different years, slight tweak. But from what I'm seeing, if you can scroll up to the artwork that this illustrator puts out, if it looks anything like that, I think we're going to have a good time.
Yeah, I mean, granted that's concept art, and concept art can change as plot changes and time wears on. I mean, she might not have horns by the end of it.
Or if that's even the main character.
Or she might...
This is just some artwork thrown out there by this Lord Griff.
Yeah. It might also turn out that she gains those horns through reasons.
Yes. Now, if we can get, like, even a third of that to be good background art, it would be something great to look at. Let's just hope that they stick with it, don't be chintzy with the budget, so to speak. I know it's an indie title, but for crying out loud...
I've seen some pretty indie games.
Yeah. But with Viz Media being the publisher, you got some money to throw around.
They've got bankroll.
I mean, Rose City Games might be a background developer, not known a lot, but if this is going to work right, and they've already got 3 games knocked down, let's hope they got the budget for it.
Yeah.
Well, they've got Viz behind them, so they've definitely got a pocket to dig in.
Okie dokie. Okay, that's gonna do it for us here at GMO Transmission Station. Be sure to check out our next podcast in a couple weeks, folks. Good night.
All right, people, move along. Nothing to see here.